Fine. So next topic is syllogism. Very, very important. If you name it like GATE exam or maybe Accenture company, they are giving around 4 to 5 questions. If you say TCS, in advanced section also they are asking questions from this. So syllogism, very, very, very important topic. And the format of the question, you can see in your booklet, we already given some handout. You can observe there is some statements given, some conclusions is there. They give some statements in the question, they are giving some conclusions. And your job is to decide which conclusion is correct depends on the given statements. What are the statements they given? Using that, you have to decide which conclusion is true or which conclusion is follows. They give both in the question. You can see, okay, statement is available, conclusion is available, both are available in the question. Depends on given statements, you need to work on the conclusions. Which conclusion follows is what you have to decide. So that's what I'm just giving the outline, like format of the question is you have a statement and we have conclusions as well. So conclusion is the one which is definitely true or always true. Conclusion is definitely true or always true. So I have a doubt. Doubt is not allowed in conclusions part. Conclusion is definitely true or always true, then only we should consider. So I have a doubt means it's not comes under conclusion. Right. And one more thing regarding statement, irrespective of the facts. Sir, I know some facts. Suppose this is vary from the fact also. They give some statement in the question. Whatever the statement they given the question, you should consider as a true for that instance. For until you solve that question, you consider it's a true. Let's say they'll mention the question like all bags are pens. All bags are pens basically is meaningless. But in that question they mention means you consider that is true for that case. Don't involve your common facts or I know bags are not pens. But in question if they given all bags are pens, consider. They'll say all boys are fathers. Consider all fathers are mothers. Consider for that question. They'll say all green are black. Practically it's not correct. But for that question if they mention, consider that. Okay, that's what are the statement they given. You should consider it is true. And using that statements, your job here is using given statements. Using given statements, decide which conclusion, given conclusion follows. They give some conclusions. Okay, which given conclusion, decide which given conclusion follows. So this is what the outline of this topic. They give some statement. What are the statement they given? Consider it's a true. Okay, and depends on that statement, work on it. Which given conclusion follows, which is definitely true, always true among the given conclusions we need to decide. This is bit related to inequalities concept. We discussed previously A greater than B, B greater than C, some symbols greater than, less than. There also have statements and conclusions. Okay, bit related to that. If you don't have that idea, also no problem. If you are unable to recall those inputs, no issue. But still, you can solve this question. But before going for the questions, sir, you said some statements, right? What are the type of statements here? You said some statements. What is that meaning? See, the format of statements are like this. All A or B is one type of statement. Some X or Y is one type of statement. All A or B, some X or Y. No P is Q. No P is Q. These are the different type of statements. Okay. And there is one more thing. This generally comes in conclusion, not in statements point of view. In general comes in conclusion. Some L are not M. Some L are not M. Okay. This generally comes under conclusion. Fourth one, in general, not in statements. In general comes in conclusion part. So these are the, okay, we can say that also in statements, no problem. We have 4 different type of statements and conclusions. Okay, first one in short we can say all, second one is some, Third one is no. Fourth one is some not. Short way all, no, some not. In place of A and B, they use some other words. In place of X and Y, they use some other words in the questions. Format, I'm just let you know, these are the different type of statements or conclusions. Now in recruitments, they are going to next level. Instead of giving no P is Q, the alternate meaning, all P are not Q. All P are not Q is nothing but no P is Q. Standard statements are this, now they are giving alternate things. All A are B, right? The alternate is A is B. A is B means all A are B, we should consider. Or each A is B, also same meaning. Each A is B means all A are B. Every A is B, each A is B, or simply A is B means it's nothing but all A are B format. To confuse, okay, as people are able to solve this type of questions, they are giving some different type of statements to confuse with people. So instead of all, they may mention each A is B, every A is B, is nothing but all A are B only, right? No P is Q can also be given as all P are not Q. That's also one type of statement, right? And few cases, instead of the word some, they may use the word few. Few X or Y is nothing but some X or Y. They can use the word most also. Most X or Y is not meaning that all X or Y. It's not meaning that all X or Y, right? Most of the X or Y means there is some connection between X and Y. It's not all X or Y. All X or Y meaning is each X is Y, every X is Y, or X is Y means okay, all X or Y we should consider. Sometimes instead of using the word some, they use the word few and most. So far in your placements are great, they not much stress on this point, but in bank exams, if you see, they're giving these alternate things. They're giving these alternate formats as well. Right. Now, there is different approaches to solve these questions. Many people go with rule based. There is some rules. Okay, crisscross method or rule method and all, but that is not going to help you as company people they went to advanced level of questions. Only method which will be survived for you is Venn diagram method, diagram representation. Not only Venn diagram, diagram representation. What is diagram representation, sir? Whenever all ARB is given, let's say there is a statement like all ARB, then immediately your mind should think about this diagram. Entire A is in B. Okay, or else this diagram also. A is B. Entire A is in B. So these two diagrams should come into your mind. When you mention all A or B, okay, either first one or second one, both of these diagrams should come into your mind. All A or B, entire A is in B. A and B are connected, right? Next one, similarly for each statement we will work on it. Next statement, sum X or Y. So when you see sum X or Y, okay, you have to get this point. Some part of X or Y. This is X. Some part of that is occupied by Y. Some X or Y. Among that entire X part, Y is some area occupied. A lot of people know the first diagram, not the second diagram. Second diagram also correct. Some X or Y means you should get the second diagram as well. Both diagrams should come into your mind. First diagram is called basic diagram, which will flash in your mind initially. This is, we can say, basic diagram if required. First point which will comes to your mind. In this one also, first one is called basic diagram, which will flash in your mind whenever you say all A or B. Diagram should come into your mind. Some X or Y. I'll just give time, note down these points. Okay, if not yet done, I'll just scroll. Okay, note down these points. This diagrams playing role. Okay, note down the diagrams. All ARB means these two should come into your mind. Some X or Y means both. Second one also you need to understand. Entire in our college, training and placement seal is one part. It's okay, like X is the entire part, Y is training and placements. In this entire college area, training and placements is one part. So yes, some part of college is okay, training and placements. So like that you can consider. Second diagram also correct. A lot of people will think about first one, second one also you need to worry. Okay, second one also important. Next is no x is y or no p is q. This is very simple. No p is q means there is no connection between p separate, q separate. So why you use only circle type? Use square type also is your wish, which is comfortable to draw. By that circle shape only you can go for other diagram also. There is no worry. P in right side, Q in left side, or Q in right side, or P in left side, no problem. Fine, no issues. Okay. And one more important statement they are giving nowadays is only BRA. This is not mentioned previously, but please see this. Only BRA. Only BRA. What diagram you just think about? Only BRA means what diagram will be satisfied? Only BRA. Only BRA. B only A, no other things become A. So this is the diagram which should come to your mind. This is B, right? Only B become A. Is this okay? You just read that statement, is it satisfied? Only B become A, right? Is any other thing become A? A is only B is coming into the A. No other part is entered there. In fact, only B or A means all A or B is the meaning. We have to write it in reverse. If you are confused anywhere, okay, the straightforward statement when you see only B or A means you put it like all A or B. This is also one more very important update. Only B or A, whenever you see that format, you can write it like all A or B. There is no issues. Entire A is in B. Clear? Now, this diagram should keep in mind regarding only case. Okay, some, no, all. These diagrams are very, very important. Okay. Now, let me give you the procedure, sir. I got some diagrams. Okay, fine. So, with respect to the statements, what are they mentioned? Now, what to do with these diagrams? We'll let you know. We got some diagrams, right? So now your job is procedure is very simple. Procedure is very simple. Draw all possible diagrams satisfying given statements. Note on that. Okay, procedure is draw all possible diagrams satisfying the given statements. Draw all possible diagrams satisfying the given statements. Draw all possible diagrams satisfying the given statements. Okay. Fine. What is the next one, sir? We draw the diagram. Fine. Now, whether your conclusion is true or false, how you can decide that? So, whether my conclusion true or false, how to decide that is? See, okay, given conclusion is true, given conclusion is true only only if it is satisfying all diagrams. Only if it satisfies all diagrams. Given conclusion true only if it satisfies all diagrams. See, you draw the diagrams, right? Okay, now your conclusion I can say true. Okay, if the diagram satisfies, okay, or your conclusion satisfies all those diagrams, you're drawing the diagram. So, how many diagrams will come? That depends on the given statements, whether they given all statement or some statement, and depends on your experience also. By solving more and more questions, you will get the idea with one diagram is it okay, two diagrams or three diagrams. Sometimes depends on the options. In options, either are is there or not. Using that also you can decide the answer. In options, are either are is there, either are is not there. Depends on that point also. Okay, your time taken or how many diagrams required also going to be decided. That's the experience. How many diagrams are you said? All possible diagrams. How many will come? Okay, you will wait. Okay, after solving 4 to 5 questions, you may got some clarity because statements are very few. One is like all type, one is like no type, one is like some type. Some not also very rarely will come. That will enter in the conclusions part. Not generally comes in the statements part. So we have only 3 different type of statements, different combinations you try. After 4 to 5 examples, you will get the clarity. So this diagram is suitable. 2 or 3 diagrams are one diagram, which is sufficient for the question. You will get the idea, right? And before going for those questions to solve, one point which is going to hit in every question, one point which is going to disturb in every question is, okay, before going for that point, I just want to give one simple example. From this, we'll derive that point. Is this conclusion correct or not? You let me know. My statement is all students are good. The statement given is all students are good. Let's say. And conclusion statement is given. Now your job is depends on the statement. Conclusion true or false to be decided, right? Now my conclusion is students in my class are good. Is it correct or false? Yes. Students in my class are good. Statement all students are good. Conclusion students in my class are good. Now conclusion true or false? False. State what is your job depends on the statement. You need to tell whether conclusion is true or false. Don't put your mind like, sir, I know few of my friends, I am also student, few of my friends are not good, that's why this is wrong. Don't put that case here. It depends on the statement. The statement said all students, entire world, all students are, the entire universe, all students are good. That's what the statement is telling us. Then definitely students in my class are, with respect to that statement, your job with respect to statement. Is it true or false now? True. Okay. Now students in my class means these people are some students only, right? Is all students, these people are some people. Okay, students in my class means I'm talking about some students only. I'm talking about some students only. Now, very important, listen. When all students are good, some students are good is correct. As per your okay, decision, we say this is correct, right? So, listen, this is going to disturb in every question is, whenever all x or y is there or all ERF is there, automatically I can write some ERF is true only. When all is there, you can take some. Whenever all is given, directly sum is there means you can take. Why? So you see the previous example, proof is here. When all students are good, you said the students in my class are good. Students in my class means few students only, some students only. In the entire universe, some students only in my class right now, right? Okay, so when all is there, sum is correct, you said. So that's what generalized. Whenever all x or y is there, you can take some x or y. When all ERF, you can take some ERF. This is going to disturb in every question. You may, whenever I project some question, you may question me, like, sir, why you take it like this? I am giving proof before itself. Whenever all will come, some is true. So vice versa, is it correct? Okay, let's think about vice versa also. Now let's say students in my class are good. Is that meaning all students in the world is good? I don't know about remaining people, right? They may be good, may not be good. That's a doubt. When okay, students in my class are good, I cannot claim all students are good. Why? That's means some is there and some I can write all. No, that is a doubt. When some is the writing all is a doubt. But when all is the some is writing is 100% correct. You just try to think in a broad way. The syllogism is about critical thinking, logical thinking, or critical thinking. When all is given, you can take some. Sir, what about this reverse case? What you are talking about reverse case? Let's say, okay, suppose statement is some students are good. Then conclusion all students are good. Is it correct or not? We are discussing about. When I know about students in my class are good, I don't claim that entire universe all students are good. I cannot say. That's a doubt. Maybe, may not be. So when it is doubt, it's not conclusion. Conclusion is always true or definitely true. Definite case only comes under conclusion. Doubt case is not conclusion. Here there is no doubt here. When all students are good, some students are good is 100% correct. Okay, whereas reverse case is a doubt. So when it is doubt, don't put it. Okay, that's what when sum is given, taking all is not allowed. But when all is given, sum taken is allowed. Similarly, in any question you got no x is y means the alternate meaning is all x are not y. Whenever all is there, we can take some. Some x are not y also correct. No x is y, I can write some x are not y. In any question you experience this no x is y, some x are not y is also true. No x is y basic meaning entire x is not related to y. X is not related to y. That's what all x are not y. X is not at all connected to y. Whenever all is there, we can take sum. In place of all, we kept sum. So some x are not y. These are I am projecting not to solve those 15 or 20 questions. My idea with this thought or process or understanding, you should solve hundreds of questions. It's not about particular question solving is not a big deal. Okay, but we are giving the procedure, you should solve 100% correct in everything. Infosys, this is important. Gate, this is important. Any bank exam, this is important. Accenture, 3 to 4 questions. TCS, foundation round, especially in advanced round, Syllogism, 1 or 2 questions guarantee. You call any recruitments now, okay, CoQ's platform, definitely 1 or 2 questions. If you take in CoQ's test platform, you'll get questions from Syllogism. Where you got government sector job like banking and all, or SSC, JE, 2 questions, SSC, CGL, 2 questions. Syllogism, this topic is playing role in all recruitments. Right, so you pay attention and try to understand what these diagrams. Don't try to by heart. Okay, you understand the meaning of that. Why I mentioned, okay, all is some. Why we can say no as some not? How can we take? You deeply understand the meaning of that. Then you can solve n number of questions. It's not about confining to 10 to 15 questions. I understand that it's not only that job. We have to solve hundreds of questions available in any book, any exam, let's say. Right? You should successfully attempt that. So my inputs are keeping in mind all that levels. What are the difficult level or easy level, you should be able to crack without any batting. There is some rules also. I can say A plus A is A plus E is E, okay, I plus I, no conclusion. There is some rules, but that go not going to help to solve all 100 questions. It will help only out of 100, 60 only will get correct answer. It will not help you 100 out of 100, but this procedure, what we are discussing, will help you to solve 100 questions out of 100 with correct answers. Right, so you please think in broader note. One question also will decide your cutoff or maybe eligibility or clearing that ground. Right, so be careful. Now I hope you got the clarity so far. Okay, there are 4 different type of statements. That two most frequently used 3 statements. What type of diagram? Okay, keep in mind that what type of diagrams visualization for each one. Then procedure is drawing all possible diagrams for satisfying the. Don't draw just like that any diagram. You should satisfy the statement. They give some statement in the question, satisfying the draw the diagram. Then your conclusion is true if it satisfies the all diagrams, right? Now, one more point, then we'll enter into the questions. Okay. Every question I just suggest everyone, make sure whether either or option is there in the question or not. Options. In options, either or is there or not. If either or is there, we need to take care of one more extra step. If either or is not there in the options, you have freedom, free hand. But when either or is there in the options, you need to worry about one more step. What is that extra step, sir? Okay. Before going for that extra step, let me know what is the meaning of either A or B. Is it both true? Is it both true? Either A or B can I say both A and B true? If A is true, B false, or when B is true, A false. Both true is not either or, both false also. not either or. So one true, other one false. That's what either or meaning. Right? Now, what I mean to conclude, now you've got some diagrams, 2 or 3 diagrams you will draw. Suppose first one correct in first diagram, second one false, whereas second diagram, second one true, first one false. One among the true means that you have to go for either one or two as the answer. When either are is there in the options, you need to hold on and check. Right now, you may not get full clarity. What I am discussing in the question, you may understand. But see, when either are is there, we need to be alert and you have to check. You have to check 2 points. Okay, both conclusions not to true. Both conclusions not to true at a time. Both conclusions not to true are not false at a time. If both true at a time, is it either or? Okay, both false also it's not either or. So when either or is there in the options you check. So one first diagram, I got both those conclusions are true. Then either or is wrong answer. So in first one diagram I got both false. Then either or is wrong answer. So I have to check is it possible or not. Either or is possible or not. I have to get a reason for that. So if both true in one diagram, those respected either or options, then we remove it. Next thing is I'll say either one or two as the answer only when conclusion one is true in few diagrams. Conclusion one is true in few diagrams. I can go with the option either one or two only when conclusion one is true in few diagrams and conclusion two is true in remaining diagrams. Is true in remaining diagrams. This is also same meaning, my dear. Okay, like both are not true at a time. Say I said first one true in few, second one true in remaining diagrams, not in the first one true cases. First one true in few diagrams, at that case, second one false. When second one is true in remaining diagrams, at that time, first one false. But one among that is true in all diagrams. So then we have to go for either one or two. Right now, you have something, okay, doubt in your mind rising, where is this either or and all. You may understand better with the examples while discussing, but these are the different cases. Let me give the outline again, what we discussed so far. Your job is now cut down to a very simple thing. They give some statement in the question. They give some statements in the question. Now draw diagrams satisfying the statement. Right. Then look into the options. In options, there is something called either or is there. Then we need to take one extra step to check is that correct or not. Let's say either 2 or 3 is mentioned in the options. I'll check first diagram, 2 and 3 both true or both false. If it is both true, both false, then either are removed. That option is wrong. No, sir. First diagram, second one true, third one false. Second diagram, second one false, third one true. Then either 2 or 3 is correct only. We need to worry about that extra point when either are is there. So either are not at all there in the options. Then Aram say, you see, first one fail in first diagram, remove that first conclusion. Second one fail in first diagram, remove that directly. You have a freedom to remove directly when there is no either option. But when either option is there, can I use it or not? You have to check. That's all depends on the options. I again repeat. Okay, your job depends on the options also going to play a role. Right. Now we'll go for the question 2. Question 1 is very easy. We'll address that at the end. Now let's see about the question 2. What is this question 2? As you all from circuit branches, you know this question is given from GATE exam, GATE 2021 question this is. Well, what are the recruitment? It may be almost similar questions only they are giving. Okay, no worries much. Here you have 4 conclusions, in this question, 2 statements and you have 4 conclusions. Now your job, what is it? Satisfying the statement, draw the diagram. Then there is four conclusions, right? Which conclusion is true in all cases? We have to decide. Right. Now, what is here? Some football players play cricket. Now, this is the first question. See how we are drawing the diagram. Some football players play cricket. This diagram, no sir, I have other diagram. Some football players play cricket. Your wish. Either left side diagram or right side diagram. It's all up to you. You can take both. Some football players play cricket or some football players play cricket. Both are okay. Next one. All cricket players play hockey. I can draw like this. All cricket players play. We can draw like this also. So only two diagrams. No, you can draw nearly 10 diagrams still. So what is the other chances? See, the other chances is some football players play cricket. All cricket play hockey. I can draw like this also. Is my statement satisfied or not? Whether entire football inside or outside, that's not a job. Your job is to satisfy the statement. See all three statements. First one is some football players, all three diagrams. Some football players play cricket. Yeah, all three diagrams you observe, that's correct. Next one, all cricket is hockey. Players play hockey. Yeah, that's also correct. You can draw one more diagram like this. And in fact, all means we can draw a single diagram, right? With C, comma H in one diagram. That's what I said. You can put that and you can draw n diagrams. So where to stop? You have a question right now. Sir, you said 3 diagrams already. You said there is a possibility to draw 10 diagrams also. Yes, agreed. But then when to stop, sir? Now, okay, is there either option? Nothing like that. They said among 4 conclusions, which is true, which is false. Okay, in fact, only one is true among that. You need to decide. Right, as either or is not there, I can stop with one diagram also if it decides my answer. If my one diagram decides the answer, then I can stop with that also. Let's see. First conclusion is what? No football players play. Football players, hockey, no connection, is it? They are not connected. Football and hockey are connected. Connected, there is a connection. Football players here, see this one, some football players are hockey. Here, some football players play hockey. Here, all football players play. There is a connection. First conclusion said there is no connection. You already have a handout. I'm not displaying both here. You have a handout. Use it. So first one is false. Second one, all hockey players play football. Okay. All hockey players play football. False here, but true here. But what is our decision? Is it true in all cases? Is conclusion true in all cases? No, remove. When either or is not there, your job is very simple. Is your conclusion satisfying all diagrams or not? If it not satisfies all diagrams, throw it out. Second one failed in one diagram, also throw it out. So we don't consider that. Next one, all football players play hockey. Here correct. Third one correct. In this one wrong. This one, all football players play hockey is wrong. Some football players play hockey is correct. In third diagram, some football players, some part of that football players play hockey, not entire. Right. So is third one true in all diagrams? No, failed. Okay, cool. Remove it. Next one, some football players play hockey. Here is it correct? Fourth one, in this one, middle diagram. Here, correct. Now you have worry about here. What is this one for leftmost diagram? All football players play hockey. But here conclusion, some football players play hockey. Is it correct or false? Correct. When now all comes, that's what I said. Every question is going to disturb. Here all football players play hockey. I agree with that. But whenever all comes, we can take some 100% true it is. So in this diagram, all football players play hockey. Okay, we can take some football players are hockey is acceptable. When all is there, some is acceptable. Some is definitely correct. There is no doubt. In the leftmost diagram, we got all, but we can consider some also no issues. Whenever all is there, we can take some is not a problem. Right? So, which is true in all diagrams now? Which is true in all diagrams? Which fourth conclusion is true in all diagrams? So, option D. Some football players play hockey. Here, you are lucky enough, one, two statements, four conclusions we are going to decide. Among four, you decided only fourth one is true in all cases. Right. Now you may question me like, sir, what is the use of all these diagrams? Drawing the middle one is sufficient, sir. In middle one, what is the answer? First one wrong, middle diagram. First one wrong, second one wrong, third one wrong, fourth one correct. With one diagram sufficient, sir. Why you draw three diagrams? Okay, that may comes to your mind. Point one, by experience with how much you understand, whenever sum and all combination comes, that middle diagram is giving favor for you. The first middle diagram will be useful. Okay, that you came to know by experience. By drawing all these diagrams, then later it's which is suitable for all cases is middle one. First point. But second point, very, very important point. Recently, an Accenture company, they given question like this. Listen. Why these three diagrams is? If they mention in the question, all football players play hockey is possibility, then answer is correct actually. If they use this statement, listen, all hockey players play football is possibility if I mention, then satisfying one diagram also this is correct. Now they start asking this type of questions. This is why you can add E statement. One more statement you put like E using the word possibility, then that is correct only. Just let me change it. What I'm just trying to convey. There is one more conclusion you add on as E. Then this is correct, is possibility. If I put when there is a word called possibility, satisfying one diagram also correct, then this is also correct. This is why I given other diagrams as well. With middle diagram, you are not able to know that this is correct one. When they use the word possibility, please note somewhere, when they use the word possibility, satisfying one diagram also correct. When they use the word possibility in the conclusion, satisfying one diagram is also that conclusion is correct. When possibility is mentioned, now you may argue, sir, how can you put E correct? Only one diagram satisfied, right? Fifth conclusion, yes. When there is a word called possibility, satisfying one diagram also correct only. Similarly, all football players play hockey is possibility, then is it correct or false? All football players play hockey is possibility. I use the word possibility. Then let me know is it correct or false? Correct or false? Check. Is there any diagram or at least one diagram satisfying this? I use the word possibility. See the third diagram. What is that? Leftmost and rightmost diagrams. Correct, right? All football players play hockey is possibility is correct. Why sir? See here, leftmost is what? All football players play hockey. Satisfy this diagram. Satisfy this diagram. Rightmost, all hockey play football. One diagram satisfied also when they use the word possibility, you should consider that. This is the level of questions now companies are upgraded. In your textbooks, if you see, they'll give normal questions only. So I practice some old papers, means they'll give normal questions only. But right now, as per the trend, okay, last couple of days, I saw some recruitment papers, they are updated to this level. They use the word possibility. When they use the word possibility, satisfying, one diagram is also correct conclusion. Now E and F both are correct. Or understand this point first. See, with that four things I draw one diagram, middle one I'll complete. My job complete. But my worry is when you solve 5 questions or 10 questions, you should be able to solve thousands of questions. You're worrying about that thing and that to upgraded questions, not with the old style of with upgraded level of questions we are discussing. Hope you understand this. Now go for the third question. Go for this third question. What is this third question? Two statements, two conclusions. Before going for that, you check the option either are is there or not. Either are available or not. Available, be careful now. Whenever either are is there, be careful. Be careful and check. Don't remove it just like that. When either are is there, be careful and check. Now here, all purple are green, all black are green, right? See this diagram. That's what. Wait for a couple of questions. You understand how I am giving the diagrams. Is this satisfied the statement or not? Your statement is what? All purple are green. All satisfied, right? This diagram. We have again 6 to 7 diagrams you can draw still. I given only one. The thought you need, that's what this topic, critical thinking, critical reasoning, or logical reasoning, logical thinking. Since all purple or green, all blue or green, is there any worry regarding the statement I am asking here? Is your statement any problem here? Statement one, all purple or statement to all black or green, satisfied. Still, you may have other questions, other diagrams. See, this is also correct. All purple are green, all black are green. I can put black here also. Is any worry? All black are green, all purple are green. The connection between those two we can draw. What way you should draw, that's what you have to think. Okay, you can put it reverse also. In place of P, put P. In place of P, put B reverse. Anything fine, that also satisfies. That's what I told you. N number of diagrams will come. But where to stop, sir? That's by experience you will gain the knowledge. Second thing with the options. If option either is not there, then freedom you have, but either is there. Now look into that. What is the first conclusion here? Some black are purple. In this middle diagram, is it correct or false? Middle diagram. First one. Middle diagram. Middle diagram wrong. Black and purple are not correct. Middle diagram. This one correct. Here, what is this diagram meaning? All black are purple. They given some black or purple. Is it correct or false? Whenever all comes, some correct. I said every question that will distribute. You got all black or purple, they given some black or purple, correct only. You should consider. Okay. Now, what about second conclusion? In leftmost, black and purple not connected? Separated? No, they are connected. Second one wrong. Here second one, black and purple not connected. Fully not connected. The connected, some part is connected, right? No connection means no black is purple is correct. There is some correction. Second one. Now this is the example. Now you will get the idea. Go through that either or procedure. What I said in either procedure, first step is both true or false. Is both one true in any diagram? At a time, both one true, both one false in any diagram? No. First one true in few diagrams. Second one true in remaining diagram. This is the answer either one or two. Both not true at a time. Some of people have only half knowledge, like they listen only half of the part, like up to Sir, you said conclusion fail means remove. You only said, sir, but I also said either or. I also reminded you people, when either or is there, hold on, check once. Don't argue like, sir, first diagram, leftmost diagram, second one false, remove it, sir. Middle diagram, first one false, remove it, sir. Answer neither nor, sir. But okay, there is either option. Please know neither nor anyhow not there in the options. One thing, neither nor is not there in the options. This is either or. If neither nor is available, also it's not correct answer. Either one or two. What is the meaning? Either one or two means first one true means second one false. When second one true, first one false. At least one diagram both should be satisfied. First one should satisfy one diagram. Second one should satisfy one diagram. Some people say second one false in all diagrams. Then don't come in that either. I said second point in that either because of that. Conclusion one true in few diagrams and conclusion two true in remaining diagrams. Why I said that point is some people see that's the conclusion one true in all cases, second one false in all cases. Then still they claim either one or two. If you want to say either one or two, second one should be at least true in one diagram. First one should be at least true in one diagram. Both not true at a time, both not false at a time. That second point I mentioned either, now I think you may understand it better. What that either are I mentioned, you can get some better clarity right now. Conclusion 1 is true in few, conclusion 2 is true in remaining diagrams, both not true at a time, both not false at a time. At a time means in the same diagram. I mean to say in the same diagram, one diagram, both true, either are removed. Either is not correct answer. In same diagram, both false, then either is not your answer. Remove that either answer. Okay, I need some reason to remove either answer. That's why I'm giving you two reasons here. Okay, that 100% true in all cases. This you need to worry when they mention either in the options. If either is not at all there, relax. Don't worry about it. When it is there in the options, then only we need to worry. Right. Now let's see about the first question. Some humans are intelligent. Then which is correct? Always true. Option B. D or B. D for Delhi or B for Bangalore? Bangalore, Delhi, both. I said when some is given, all is doubt. They given some humans are intelligent. When some, I said already, some students are good or students in my class are good, it's not mean that all students are good. It's not meaning that. Right? So, or go the diagram. Some human are intelligent. This is one diagram. Some human are intelligent. This is the other diagram. Right? Both diagrams you need to look into that. I always stick on for that word, okay? Both you have to try always, okay? For this question, one type of procedure, other question, other type of procedure, not required. Now let's see. First one, no human is intelligent. Human intelligent not connected? Connected. In question itself, they said connected, right? Some human are intelligent. In option A, human and intelligent are not connected, meaning is wrong. First one, option A wrong. B, all humans are intelligent. B failed in both diagrams out. Then you may thought of C option also. Some people say, listen, this with common sense I want to let you know people, and with this diagram also. With diagram point of view, okay, and common sense point of view both. Let's say like some boys are good, some boys are good. Means I know about few boys, they are good. Listen, this is very important point. Okay, generalized one instead of the diagram. See the generalized point. Some boys are good. Means that is about people who I know. Boys who I know, those people are good. I don't know about remaining people, right? If remaining boys are also good, then all boys are good is the option. I know about some boys or few boys, they are good. Some boys are good. If remaining boys are also good, then answer is all boys are good. If remaining boys are not good, then I say some boys are not good. It depends on remaining people. So some don't say some human are intelligent means remaining humans are not intelligent, you don't decide. You know about few human beings, they are intelligent. If remaining also intelligent, all human being intelligent is possibility. Is possibility. Or remaining not intelligent means okay, some humans are not intelligent is possibility. But don't say that so when some A or B, then some A or not B is the correct answer. No. Don't assume in that fashion. When some A or B means remaining A or not B, sir, that's why some A or not B is wrong answer. That may be not confirmed. Remaining may be not confirmed. Or else, okay, let's put it in this case. When all is there, some you can write, right? It may be all humans are intelligent. They take like some humans are intelligent. The question. It may be a case, all may be taken as some. Then how can you say some humans are not intelligent if that is the case? So 100% I cannot decide. Okay, some non-humans. Or else let's see this question with diagram. Here, who are intelligent in above diagram? Who are intelligent here? Humans only. Non-humans are not intelligent here. This is C wrong here. C correct here. You may say, sir, this portion is not human. So some non-humans are intelligent. You may argue C is correct in this diagram. But C failed here. This intelligent is inside. Intelligent is inside. Humans. Only humans are intelligent there. In above diagram, only humans are intelligent. But this is saying wrong. With a diagram point of view, but I just want to give you this general thought. Some boys are good, means you know about few, or some students are good, you know about few students that are good. If remaining students also good, then the answer will be all students are good is possibility. Don't claim that I know about few students that are good, remaining are bad. I don't know, right? They may be bad, they may be good. Okay, if they use the word possibility, some non-humans are intelligent is possibility. If they mention, then I have to go with that. Possibility. In second diagram, below diagram satisfied. Possibility means one diagram satisfied also okay. But which is correct now? Some intelligent are human. In above diagram, all intelligent are human. When all is there, some can be taken. Every question that is going to distribute. When all is there, we can take some. When all is there, we can take some. So D is correct in both cases. Now, any doubt in this question, please? This simple one statement disturbing a lot here. Especially that some A or B, lot of people claim some A or not B is correct. But at least note down here, I'll mention that. Okay, whenever some A or B is there two possibilities, at least you note down here. Okay, this point, okay, some A or B means if remaining A also B, then all A or B will come. There are two chances. Some A or B may leads to all A or B, or some A or not B. Two things are possible. Don't say second one is correct. If you want to say second one correct, is it true in all cases? You should know. There are two chances. Some A or B means it may be go for all A or B, or it can be go for some A or not B. Two chances are there. Some A or B may become all A or B, or it can be taken as some A or not B. Don't always go for the second one. 90% of the students, they'll go with second one directly. So some A or B means remaining A or not B, sir. But generalize, think. I shown in terms of diagram just now. In above diagram it failed, or else you start your thinking process. Then you'll understand. Okay, you know about few people, remaining people may be good. Okay, if they are also good, all boys are good will come. If remaining people are not good, some boys are not good will come. Both chances are there. Okay, so a lot of people with half knowledge are going with second one, have that clarity. If you have any questions, let me know. We'll discuss that point. Clear with this? When some A or B is there, it may leads to all A or B or some A or not B. Excellent. I repeat, okay, we are not worrying about one question or two questions, we are worrying about entire. This question is given in ESC, IS prelims. You have three statements, three conclusions. Look into the options. Why you have to look into the options? Option either or is there or not, you need to worry about. Is option either or is there? No, not there. Then you have a full freedom. Okay. Draw the diagram and decide. Here, all lines are tigers. All lines are tigers. All tigers are leopards. I'm writing as LP in short. Then some leopards are those. See, now listen. That last W is there, right? That I can draw bigger diagram also, which may connect to tiger, which may connect to line also. I can draw like that also. We can draw plenty of diagrams. But I said by experience, after solving some questions, or with the options also. Now, see, this point is very important. You draw one diagram, okay. When there is no either option, listen. When there is no either option, you draw one diagram. Is the diagram going to help? I repeat, is the diagram going to help removing all options except one thing? Is the diagram going to help you to remove all the remaining options except one thing? Then that one diagram is sufficient. Don't go for other also. Don't waste your time. To save the time, okay, first draw one diagram, right? Then check. There is no either or means one diagram, and there is either or minimum 2, 2, 3 directly we have to draw. I don't have either option now. I'll stop here. Is my second conclusion. What is second conclusion? W and L lines, is it connected? Here in this diagram, is it connected? No. Second one, correct or false? False. What about third one? Yes. Third one, true. Now first thing, second one false, only one option removed. One more important thing, elephant is discussed in this question. It's irrelevant. You remove that directly, straightforward. No need to entertain that. No elephant is a line. We don't know that. Here elephant may be connected. Elephants is not there in the discussion, the question. Okay, elephant may come here. Elephant may come here. Who knows? They didn't give it in the question right. When not mentioned, ignore it. Don't say, sir, my general knowledge says that elephant and lion are not connected. Then your general knowledge also says lions and tigers have all lions and tigers. It's not, don't put that common facts. That's common rule for this entire topic. Don't involve your common facts. Don't involve your assumptions here. Conclusion must be definitely true, right? Now, first one wrong. First one also remove. See, then I stop here. See, listen. I stop this, okay, not because of C2 true, C3, C2 false, C3 true in the diagram. I stopped with one diagram because I removed remaining options. I know first one wrong, second one wrong. With that, I got only one option. Sufficient. Don't go for other diagrams. Don't waste your time. This is going to help you. Options is going to help you. How many diagrams you have to stop. When either or is there, minimum 2 to 3 diagrams you need to work on. Right? So you can draw again. I'll definitely say you can draw more than 6 to 7 diagrams. What is also possible? Okay. Where you may got sometimes second one also true. Second also true you may got. But conclusions which is definitely true. All diagrams. Those who draw other diagrams also, you check C3 is true in your diagram as well. C3 true. Whatever the diagram you draw, definitely C3 will be true. In your diagram also, okay, everyone can check. Okay, so it will be always true. You draw n number of diagrams, no issues. Now see the next question. Two statements, how many conclusions? 4 conclusions. Now before handling this, first thing you need to look into options. Options either or is there. Either 1 or 2, either 3 or 4. When I can remove either 3 or 4 is if suppose in one diagram 3 and 4 both true. If 3 and 4 both true in one diagram, then option C false. Either or is not correct. In same diagram 1 and 2 both true, then obviously B false. Okay, think about that. Now, see some questions looking into that will give easy clarity. What is the first statement? Some soaps are clean. Definitely a part of soaps are involved in clean. Here clean and soap not connected is wrong, right? First statement, some part of soaps are clean. So clean and soap, there is some connection. Second conclusion says, there is no conclusion. Second one is obviously false. So second one false always, it won't comes under either or. Either 1 or 2 means second one should be true in at least one diagram. You draw any type of diagram, this one also. Some soaps are clean. This other diagram comes to your mind. Here also, is it clean and soap not connected? Clean and soap are connected. So second one obviously failed, then it won't comes under either or also. Second one should be true in at least one diagram, then only either or. Second one always false, then it's not either or. Either or second point is what? Conclusion 1 true in few diagrams, conclusion 2 true in remaining diagrams. It's not at all true in any diagram, then it won't come under either or. That's why B out. Now we have to worry about 3 and 4, 3 or 4. If 3 or 4 both true in one diagram, then either 3 or 4 also wrong. We'll see. What is the other one more statement? All clean objects are this one. All clean objects are wet. All clean objects are wet. Okay. Now, is it first conclusion true in above one? Some clean objects are soaps. Is it true? Here, second diagram. All clean are soap. Whenever all is there, is it conclusion 1 true or false in second diagram? Conclusion 1. Conclusion 1 says some clean objects are soaps. Second diagram says all clean are soap. When all clean are soap, some can be taken. So first one must be true, it required, but first one is not there in this C option. That's one point to eliminate. First one must be there. First one must be there. It's not there here. That's one point to eliminate option C. The other point also we'll look into. Third one. What about third one? Some wet objects are soaps. Correct. Fourth one? False. Okay. I'll put the second diagram like this. Then you may got one more idea. One moment. Then you got clarity. Okay. All clean are wet, right? Okay. Fine. All clean are wet. That will also satisfies. Right now, here third one. Third one. Some wet objects are all vector soap means some vector soap also okay. Fourth one. Third and fourth both true in one diagram. Is it either? 3 and 4 both comes in one diagram means it's not either or. It's not either or. Both true at a time is not either or. So eliminate either 3 or 4. Now Is it only one or only 1 and 3? Is third one true in all diagrams? What are you drawn so far? Third one true in both. So we can consider 1 and 3 as the answer. 1 and 3 is your answer. Option D. Option D, 1 and 3 is correct. Check once. Any doubts or any arguments from your end, please? You can draw diagrams in your own style, what are the thing, but keep in mind you need to satisfy the statement. Draw in your own style, but satisfying the statements. That point also, please keep in mind. Right, so we'll go for the next one now. Are you able to decide? Now, almost similar to previous questions. So far, if you just look into the questions, some all already we discussed. Some football players play cricket or hockey. All hockey play cricket. Almost similar one. This is words are changing. Instead of okay, football, cricket, and all bottle, cup, knife, something they given. Almost similar to that only. Now we need to look into the options first of all. Is there any option called either or? No, you have full freedom. With one diagram, I repeat, you are able to eliminate remaining options. With one diagram, if you are able to eliminate remaining options, then okay, or else you go for the other diagram also. Okay, you understand that statement clearly. Draw diagram, is it able to help you to eliminate remaining options? Some bottles are cups, all cups are knives. This is the basic diagram which will comes to your mind. Now, which conclusion true here? First one, is it true or false? Some bottles are knives. True or false? Yes. Second one, some knives are cups. Some knives are cups. Yes. Entire knife, among that some part is occupied by cup. For some, we given two diagrams, my dear. See the second one as well. Second and correct. What about all cups are bottles? False. Next, all knives are cups. Entire knives is entire. What is this area? Is this area knives? Is it inside the cup? No. This is knife area only, but not in the cups. All knives are cups is false. So third one false, fourth one false. So which options are you able to eliminate the options or not? Third one false, fourth one false, third one, fourth one false. I am able to eliminate B, C, D options. So answer is A. I'm not giving the answer as A because 1 and 2 correct, not because of that. 3 and 4 are wrong. I see the options 3 and 4 where it is able to eliminate. I eliminated all options except first one. Okay, 1 and 2 correct, that's why option A, not because of that. Sometimes maybe 1 only correct if you draw the other diagram. But my answer, I go with option A because 3 and 4 are failed. When if 3 and 4 are failed, removing that options, all gone except first option. Then I, okay, decide is one diagram sufficient. How many diagrams sufficient? Okay, how to decide is that options. With first diagram, I am able to eliminate all options except one. Then cool, go with that. No, sir, I have two more options pending. Then draw one more diagram and check. Okay, which one is feasible there, right? Very, very crucial and important topic. Many will suffer in this topic. I said again, Accenture 3 to 4 questions, TCS 2 questions in advanced and basic foundation. Infosys 2 to 3 questions, Gate 1 or 2 questions for sure from Syllogism, that is IAS as well. Banking, SSCJE 2 questions, whatnot. Any recruitment, Syllogism, critical thinking is playing into role. Now see about this next statement and work on it. I'll give time and always look into the options. Is option either are there? No, now you have full freedom. I'll wait for your answer. And this question, especially if you worry about many given 1 and 3 as the answer because you draw only one diagram. But if you see the other side of the coin, first one is what all teachers are professor, no professor is male. Some male are engineers. I can draw like this also, right? Also, some part of male are engineers. We can draw like this also. The other diagram I know, okay, which you people draw is engineers who put right side to the male. Right? So that's sort of, this is also correct, right? All teachers are professors. Okay, no professor is a male. Some male are engineers. Now, if you look into both of this, first one, no engineer is a professor, is failed. In above diagram failed, in below one correct. First one correct here, first one failed here. Next one, some engineers are professors, correct here, failed here. No male is a teacher, male and teacher not connected, correct in both cases. Third one only true in all cases. Either is there in the options? No, don't worry about it. That's what I want to alert you. When either is not there, don't look into that option. First one eliminated here, remove it. Second one eliminated here, remove it. First one failed in first diagram, remove it. Second one failed in other diagram, remove it. First and second I don't want. Only third one is correct is the answer. If they mention either one or two, then we'll look into that. First one true, second one false, second one true, first one false. Is it okay or not? Is there any other diagram where both true, both false? We'll look into that later. But these two diagrams, that's what I told you clearly. Whether your first diagram, many people draw the below one, where you got second one false. If second one false, if I go, there are two options left over. Only 3 is correct, 1 and 3 is correct. Among those two, which one to decide, you have to draw the other diagram. I clearly mentioned that point. Your diagram is able to eliminate remaining all options. Here I eliminated which conclusion? Second one wrong. When second one only wrong, then B wrong, C wrong. It can be A or D. It can be A or D. It can be only 3 or it can be only 1 and 3. I have to check in the other diagram also. Is it first one okay or not? In other diagram, I came to know first one wrong. Then I decided that, okay, remove first one. Okay, that's what I repeat. Okay, your diagram able to eliminate remaining options. Means conclusion 2 fail. Is it able to eliminate all options? No. 1 and 3 still are there. 1, 3 alone, 1 and 3 is also there. There is only one option with only 3, 1 and 3 is not there, then fine, with the diagram, okay. Only 3 is mentioned, 1 and 3 is not there in the options. Let's say, that is also like, let's say this is 2 and 3, 1 and 2, none of this or something like that, then we need to think about. But here there are two options, so how you eliminate it, that is important. Any doubts from your end, please? Okay, get it clarified and you can leave.